Hello and welcome to another episode of Cap TV. My name is Mary Macbean and I'm a designer with Craftsuprint.com. Today I'm going to show you this card, which is Valentine's Hearts and Roses. It's a card for Valentine's Day. It's got decoupage in the front and it opens up with a pop-up insert, and it's got some more decoupage on the inside. The cup number is 387-115_1648. Now, to make the card, we have a kit with 6 sheets which has everything in it that you're going to need to make up the card. And in addition, you're going to need some bits and pieces of tools. So, an embossing tool to do scoring, a bone folder to do the fold, to make nice neat folds. Tweezers are always handy when you're working with tape. A cutting knife or scissors. A ruler, double-sided sticky tape, sticky pads or glue. Now I've already cut out all the pieces because you don't want to watch the slow and painful process of me cutting out. So I've already cut them all out, and I've got the double-sided tape attached, so you don't have to watch me doing all that because it does take me a long time. Now the first thing to do is the card front and back. We're going to put the insert in. I've already got the double-sided sticky tape on and I've taken the backing off it just for ease. Normally with something that needs edges to be matched I would use wet glue, but for the purpose of this demonstration I've put on double-sided sticky tape. So it's just a case of matching up all the edges. There we go. Now the next thing to do is to make up the little boxes which make up the pop-up structure. Now these are just little rectangles. There's a glue tab on each one. You just score them and fold them to make little boxes. So I'll just line up the edges. Got the tape in the wrong way. And that's one. The other one, just the same thing. Double-sided tape along the tab. Line it up, and that's it. That's what we need, 2 little boxes. These fit on there. First of all you need to actually stick them on together, so it's just a case of some double-sided tape along one edge. Take the back off that. And match them up. Like so. Now what we need to do is to attach these boxes to the guidelines on the insert of the card so that they sit like that. So it's a case of just a piece of sticky tape along each one, or you can use glue if you prefer. Tape is very sticky. find the best way is just to flatten it, match up the edges, like so. And then the second piece, if I get the tape off, should just go into place when we open it up. So that's it. That's the pop-up structure. It's really very simple, but it's also very effective. Now the next stage is to put in the pop-up insert. So that fits on like so. So once again, it's just a case of putting some sticky tape on. If I can find the end. Put one along each of the boxes, making sure that you don't catch the edge in. Make sure we've got it the right way up. Now, you need to match the fold of the card with the join between the two boxes and try to make it fairly even. So that goes on there. Oh, first of all, to take the backing off. Match that up. Try to centre it. Take the tape off the second piece. Or the backing of the tape rather. And just open it up and it naturally falls into place. So that's your basic card. It's actually quite simple to put together and it folds flat like so. Now the next stage is to do the decoupage. I've already cut out the pieces here. Now I prefer always to make up the decoupage and then put it onto the card rather than building it up on the card, but that's just a personal preference. So I've got all the pieces here. Start with the biggest piece and build it up towards the smallest. So just give it a wee bit of shaping before you stick it on. And just some sticky pads on the back. That's the first layer. Just match it up with the pattern. Now, because the decoupage is going to the inside of the card, I find it's better not to use very, very thick pads for it. So I've got these fairly thin ones that are better. You don't want the card to be too thick because it has to fold up. So I'm just putting a few on here. You can put more on to make it a wee bit more substantial if you prefer, but I think it's enough just for demonstration purposes, just to put a few on. Now, match this again, one underneath. And the next layer. Make sure we've got this rose the right way up. I think 2 pads will be enough for this one. And that's it. Now that's the whole decoupage piece, so we'll now put that on to the card. So just the same thing. More sticky pads. Take the backs off. That should be, these should be enough just for demonstrating it. You should get the idea from that. And that's it. That goes onto the card now. Just match the edges again. Now we have a little bit of decoupage to go onto the front as well, so we'll just do that. That's just the little heart and the bow. So again, I'll make it up before I put it onto the card. Get this the right way around. It's just a case again of putting it on top of the pattern. And there we have it. Now just one more thing to finish off, and that's the in the kit there are several greetings, but I'm just putting on Happy Valentine's Day. That's a nice straightforward one. It'll suit most people. Now, put it, where shall we put it? There. And that's it. There's also a writing space on the back of these cards. So that's the main card finished with all the decoupage. The only thing left now is to do the envelope. So it's just 2 pieces and it's very simple to make, just a back and front. It's always easier, I find, to attach at the bottom first. So I've already attached my double-sided tape. And take that off. Just match up the base of that, the base of the back with the base of the front, and that's it. Turn it over, turn the tab to the inside, and take the tape off, and that's that. Same again on the other side, just turn on the tab, take the tape off, and that's it. Now you'd normally just put a piece of double-sided sticky tape across there and just leave the backing on until you're going to use the card. So that's it. The card fits nicely in there. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Cat TV. If you want to see my other cards, I'm at www.craftsuprint.com/Mary-Macbean/. Thank you very much.